Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good start to your weekend. Guys, what a 7 days we've had. This time last week we found out that David Sullivan was stepping down as care chairman because of all the upcoming personal litigations that are coming towards him. And now we find out earlier today via The Athletic, but also Luke did a very good broadcast on his channel as well, talking about Daniel Kretinsky and the fact that the shares have now been agreed to be purchased by the the Gold family to bring Kretinsky's share from 27 to 43%. Now, that's obviously not enough to make him a majority shareholder, but guys, this is phenomenal news because he will have a louder voice now as a result of it, because he will be the higher percentage, but he isn't majority shareholder. As always, guys, and I haven't mentioned this for a little while, but I've only really recently figured out how to put this back onto the stuff. Guys, if you're watching on your phone or your tablet or your laptop and you want to purchase some really nice retro gear, then by all means, please do click the link here that will take you directly through to the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. That will take you directly through to their West Ham section of their website as well, for that matter. We can purchase some really nice retro gear and also some very nice claret and blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out as well. And as usual, any commission that the channel will be getting from your purchases, I will be sending that directly on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they're supporting a way more number of food banks than we should be having, much as they're supporting everybody they can, of course. They're a fantastic charity, but guys, the amount of food banks now that people are relying on over the last 5 or 6 years, 7 years really, has been phenomenally bad. It's a really high number. So guys, any purchases you make, you'll be feeling a little bit better by helping out those that are less fortunate than you and I, and you'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop as well. Okay, so reaction on Kretinsky buying these shares. Very happy from the Gold family's point of view. That's one less thing they have to worry about, sorting out the affairs of his estate. Obviously, that's going to be quite a huge thing because he was quite a wealthy man before he passed away, God rest his soul. And of course, for that matter, it's a good thing from our point of view, because that means, as I said, that Kretinsky is going to have a louder voice in the board meetings now. But the question first and foremost that pops up is, where is that money going? Is that going straight into the club, or is that money going to be going into other things? For example, obviously it will be going directly into the club, but what I'm talking about is it going to be going into the coffers to sort the debt out? Is it going to be going into the transfer kitty to try and make us get back to the Premier League as quickly as possible? Is it going to go into the training facilities? There's a lot of questions that pop up in terms of where this money is going to be spent. Now, I'm hoping that it's going to go into the club debt to bring it down, and therefore there's going to be more money available for the transfer kitty, because I'd rather do it that way than put it into the transfer kitty and make sure, because we have no idea what the balance sheet looked like at the end of the season just gone. If we did a loss anything like the previous season, we are absolutely breeding screwed if we don't do something like that. But yeah, this is one step closer to becoming a more professionally run football club than we previously were under the ownership. Now, as you guys know, Sullivan is probably still talking, and there's articles coming out that he's still saying that he doesn't want to sell his shares. He doesn't feel he has to. He has to. We do not want to be associated with anybody like him. We haven't wanted that in the first place for a long, long time. But Sullivan and Gold swept in, bought the club when the club was at its absolute lowest point, and now Kretinsky is doing relatively the same thing, but hopefully, let's find out. We'll have to wait over the next few years, but hopefully this will also be a much better run football club as a result of it. But as I say, just let's recap a few other bits and pieces. It does seem that Paco is still happy to retain his work at West Ham. That would be fantastic. I mentioned that before. We didn't really know if he was actually going to be staying or not, but it looks like the conversations are taking place for that to happen. Traore is pretty much off by the looks of it. There is a deal on the table for Wilson, but he looks like he still feels that he's potentially got a better chance of getting to the 100 Premier League goals by signing for either Coventry or Hull. And, you know, fair play to him. Apparently also, for that matter, there is talk within his contract that he will go on a much better deal if we get back to the Premier League. So that's interesting. Now, obviously, we've seen the stories about Aaron Wan-Bissaka being very heavily linked with Everton. Apparently, there are conversations starting to take place, as there are with Man United for Matheus Fernandes, but no surprises, they're not happy to pay the £80 million and add-ons fee. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. I did ask Luke this question yesterday when he did his live stream, who he feels are key players to West Ham. And it is a difficult question to answer. It genuinely is a difficult question to answer. For example, there aren't really that many key players. I'd say probably if we can keep him, Tati would be very key for us in the Championship. Bowen, obviously. I'm just going through everything on the back of my mind. Mavropanos, of course, as well, for that matter. Would you class Hermansen as a key player? Put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we actually have a key goalkeeper, to be honest with you. As much as I love Areola, I think the time has come for him to go. I've been saying that for a little while. It's great to see that back in February, Fabianski was mentioning about being a youth team advisor. I'd love him to do that if he does eventually do that. What else are we talking about here? So there aren't really, and obviously, you know, we can't class the juniors as key players because they haven't really appeared all that much, but they are key to getting the future sorted out. So in terms of juniors that I'd like to see, definitely Mayers, 100% Mayers. Josh Ajola, hopefully. The striker, I think he's a really good prospect here. You know, nobody really talks about Kane Casey. Be nice if he could do something. Ollie Scarles hopefully can get a better run in the Championship and prove himself that way, get better experience. And also, I mean, Potsy, of course, as well. Kante, as well, for that matter. You know, there's some interesting times ahead of us. But guys, put your comments in the comment section below. There are starting to be some very concrete reviews in terms of players. So as it always is, guys, when a player is approaching his medical, I'll do a video as quickly as possible about that. I'm literally going to go and do some research on a couple of players that look like they are very heavily linked to deals to be done very quickly. Hopefully, Kretinsky's shares can go through by the end of the month because it will still be classed as this season, even though the season finished, you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. It will still be classed because all the deals that are done up until the end of June can be still classed as the 25-26 season. But guys, thank you very much for your time. As I say, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. And of course, guys, I'll do some more videos as and when there's anything worthwhile to talk about. In the meantime, enjoy the sunshine and the weekend. Hopefully it's going to get better weather and it's going to get warmer as well. So maybe next time you'll see me, I'm going to be pink again, like I was sunburnt a couple of weeks ago. But in the meantime, look after yourselves and I'll see you very soon. All the best now.